Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And today I'm going to be looking at Hull City. So I want to talk about Hull, and do you know what? Fair play to them. They put in an unbelievable performance this weekend. Hull did. I was so impressed. Um, what a performance! Like to play Man United like that, absolutely sensational. I was so impressed. Um, do I think they'll keep it up? I don't know. I'd like to think they could, but I don't think they will. A lot of it's going to depend on their recruitment, but for me, there's just not enough talent in the squad. So, looking at prices, they're all actually it's a very cheap squad. You could pick up this squad all in all for about 60 quid and that's with the in-season goalkeeper, and he costs half of it. Like just prices are not very expensive at all. So yeah, I mean, great first performance. So we'll go through it. We'll have a look. Like obviously, let's be honest, Man United were totally in control of the game. You only have to look at these stats here. Man United were totally in control. Um, they only had 28 possession, but they did what they needed to, and they took their chances. They were clinical, and that's crucial in football these days. If you're clinical, then you've got every chance of winning games. Like that's the be all and end all of it. If you win, if you score, then you'll win games. So yeah, as you can see, they've set up in a 4-5-1. I'm not surprised. I mean, Leeds did it a lot this last year when they were first promoted, like going that 5-4, that five back formation. But there's just a few players in here that I think are going to struggle as the season goes on and more fixtures hit. And my issue is they're great now. If injuries hit, like their bench is quite weak. Like I don't know how they're going to survive 38 games. Good luck to him. And I do have some players that like him. Like Ollie McBurney might not be the most natural centre forward, but you know he's going to give 100% and he's going to be horrible to play and he'll put his body in there, leave a few nasty feet in and stuff like. He's just a bit of a nasty striker. It reminds me a bit of JB Vardy, to be fair, just not as clinical, not as good, I don't think. But he's got a bit about him. Matt Crooks, I thought he was going to be quite poor, but he's played all right Saturday. Do I think he's good enough Prem? I'm not sure. Same with Regan Slater. Elliot Stroud's all right. Balloumi's a really good player. Didn't have his best game at the weekend, but it's still, I think he'll be a big threat for them coming forward. Um, Noble Mendy looked like a good player. Simi Ajayi did all right, especially from set pieces. Owen Coyle did a lovely Instagram post about his dad. That was such a nice moment. When he talked about how he wanted to get to Premier League and get that Premier League win and playing under there, and of course his dad couldn't be with him. That was lovely. And then Ryan Giles is good, but they've got Matt Target, so they've got a bit of depth there. And Zolakis did do quite well. I've not heard of him before. Who's he played for before? From Olympiacos. Okay, so £20 million. It must be she's saying about him. But yeah, they were good. Like that, to be fair, they deserved the win. They were solid, and I do like Sergei Yakirovic as a coach. I think he's going to go on and manage some big teams. I don't think he'll be a small time coach. So yeah, some big things. But I was looking at who they're going to bring in now. There's a lot of names on here, obviously. Like you could bring in so many. Like if you bought in Irabunen, that's probably a good upgrade in your centre midfield. Vizan Vipotnik, Championship top goal scorer, get him in. Lucas Stassing, good goal scorer from the French league, proven goal scorers in their leagues, not necessarily Premier League. Unan Nahi, he had a great World Cup in Morocco. Julian Hall is meant to be quite a good youngster in the MLS. So and Renato Sanchez, who we all know about, but hasn't really hit the height. So they've they're linked with some names, but is it enough to keep them up? That's the question. I doubt that. Right now, taking it on face value, I don't know if Hull have got enough depth. So what my issue is yes, this starting 11 looks all right, but if Balumi gets injured or McBurney gets injured, who comes in? Like genuinely, who actually comes in? Because they have Liam Miller, who's a winger, not really a striker. So who goes up front if McBurney gets injured? Do you know what I mean? It's just those things where they haven't got the depth in squad. I don't think to complete, and luckily they've got not many people on the way out, so that's fine. But yeah, it's just unfortunately I don't think they're going to be the strongest team. So I was having a look at like who I'd sign now. We'll go for each position. So goalkeeper, obviously Zolakis. It's going to cost you £30. I don't know if there's an out of season version, but have a look actually. If I look at all Kozlakis, don't know if it comes up. Let's have a look. No, it won't come up. But again, I still don't think it's worth it. They're going to concede a hell of a lot of goals, and yeah, you can see goals. He's going to get these 42s, the 20s, the 30s. Like, I don't know, it's going to be a tough season for him. My defender though for Hull, if I was going to pick a defender for Hull, would probably be Noble Mendy. I think he's going to make a lot of last man tackles, which might get in some decisive actions. Um, you could go for a bit of Semi Ajayi as well. You could go for Ryan Giles or John Egan, but I really would stick with Noel Mendy. I think he's their best defender and actually most likely to start every game. Midfielder, for me, Matt Crooks or Regan Slater, they're quite weak in midfield. This is why Holstack isn't the best stat because they're actually quite weak. So I'd probably go Matt Crooks. Um, just this time, I wouldn't always go Matt Crooks, but yeah, I just don't think Regan Slater's got the big scores in, whereas Matt Crooks, from my experience, does have, yeah. So you can see he hits the high 70s, 80s. So he has got a high score in him. So you want to be able to try and hit those eight. So I'd go Matt Crooks personally. And then for the forward line, I would be picking two players again for forwards from this team. And I'll be picking McBurney and Balloon because if there's going to be anyone who's going to score well, it's these two. They're the biggest threats going forward, and they're the most likely to get decisive actions for Hull. So, yeah, I'll be brutally honest. This whole team is not the best looking team. Good luck to them if you're a fan. If you want to pick, honestly, if you want to pick them up right now and enter them, like on Saturday, you would have probably earned your money back straight away for having a whole stack. It's that crazy. You would have probably earned most of your money back because I mean, it's going to cost you what 18, 24. I think it's going to cost you about 60 quid. It's going to cost you 50, 60 quid. So a couple of good crafts could pay it back straight away. So it's the way you want to look at it. And over season, 60 quid will easily reward. But the problem with Hull is you don't know how many good performances they have. They could have only two or three in there, and therefore 60 quid starts looking. If you get the goalkeeper each, you can then get for about 40 quid. Then I think that's good value for money because that's really and truly probably five, six crafts, even at average level. So, yeah, Hull wouldn't be my first team. I do think they're going to get relegated. I don't sign any more players. And I wouldn't really invest unless you can really get these players all in all for around 35, 40 quid. Okay. So that'll be it for the whole video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. Um, look out for some streams coming up. I've got some stream on. This is going out this evening, but I will also be streaming this evening. So make sure you look out for that. And I'm going to be doing lots of live streams. I'm going to be over on Twitch, so make sure you look at that. I'm sort of expanding my streaming setup. So yeah, keep an eye out for those, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.